Hi everyone, Darius Maxey here, back at it again with another YouTube video. Oh, hello, hi, hello. It's Pride Month, woo! Pride Month, gay, gay, gay. It is the month of the gayness, and I am very festive. You know, I have my gay pendant as a tree on it with colors, and I have a colorful shirt on, and basically I just put this outfit on that I had last night. I actually went to my first cabaret. You can see right here on the photo, wherever the photo is on the screen, and it was really fun. It was really great, and I just put the outfit I had on last night just to keep in theme, you know, of this month, which is great because, you know, I'm just that smart. And yeah, so in this video, well, not just this video, but for the whole month of June, I'm gonna be doing movie reviews on gay films that I've seen in the past, and that really shaped me as a person. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that for this month. So, and then next month is gonna be my birthday, whoop, 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 whoop. And that's gonna be a whole vlog on its own. So strap in for some gay content for this month, and let's get started. So this week's movie is Eating Out. Now, if you don't know what Eating Out is about, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just gonna say that it's a lot. I have notes about this movie. Like I need to like tell the whole plot because it's just, there's no like clear review for this movie. It's just, I gotta tell it because this shit is fucking bonkers. It's fucking crazy. Let's just jump into it. I'm just gonna spill the movie to you. So spoilers, but I suggest you watch it because it's crazy. It's a crazy ride. And I also have my glasses on, so smart. So in my notes, the movie begins with a couple role playing, right? There's like, he's a construction worker type thing, and he's like here to fix the fucking house or whatever. And then they get into it, and then it just turns into a fucking rape scene. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? So, but then the girl just like, not into it. You're not into it. Like it's just, we both just no, but it's just not, no. So yeah, the girl basically just breaks up with him. Her name's Tiffany, and she is just literally, to me, the best character of this. It's a franchise, by the way, but she's literally the best character in this movie. But anyway, so they break up because the girl is like, you're not very kinky, you're just too nice of a guy, and like, you can leave, get the fuck. So we meet our main character. His name's Caleb. I'm reading my notes because there's a lot of names and I get confused, so please bear with me. So his name is Caleb, and Caleb lives with, no, his name's Kyle. Wait, hold on. Why did I put Chris? There's no Chris in this movie. Caleb goes back into his house and he lives with a roommate named Kyle. Now Kyle is gay, and he's like full on like, gay. So Kyle's gay, and they both met in like high school, so like they just live together. And then they discuss about the breakup, and they both tell each other like, oh, Caleb thinks that it's easier being gay because gay people like hook up a lot and like have sex a lot, and it's like easy. But Kyle's like, oh honey, no. But that's all they think about. There's like no type of monogamy in like the gay scene, which I kind of agree with, but it's whatever. So they discussed that, and then Caleb was like, oh, I wish I was gay. And then Kyle was just like, you wish you was what? So they discussed that. And then also Caleb gets the idea of like, oh, what if I pretend to be gay? That way I can get more girls, because Kyle tells him that I've gotten a lot of potential hookups because I'm gay, and girls want to turn me straight. So Caleb's like, oh, what if I did that? And that's like the whole plot of the movie, but it gets more, of course, it's a movie, so it gets more complicated. So then we meet these two other main characters, Gwen and Mark. Now they used to date, right? But Mark realized that he was gay because he dated Gwen. So then after that, Gwen keeps dating gay guys, even though she doesn't know that they're gay, but they always just turn out to be gay. You see what I mean? So that's like very frustrating to her. And she's like low-key still in love with Mark, but not really because they're best friends now. And Mark wants like a genuine relationship because he's tired of like the hookup scene. So boom, those are our other two main characters. Now, all four of them converge when they go to this party. Now at this party, Gwen breaks up with her current boyfriend because he tells her that he's gay. So they break up, it's a huge scene, like she makes a fool of herself, and that's when you realize like Gwen's like a very aggressive person when it comes to that sort of thing. So after the breakup, after everything's calmed down, Caleb is getting a drink. And Gwen is trying to get a drink as well, but then Gwen's like just not into him. Just like, come on, get a drink and fuck off. I need to get my drink now because I just had a stressful fucking night. I need to like, ah! So she's like really fucking pissed. So, but then Kyle comes around and was like, oh, hey, Gwen. He was like, oh, hey, you know this guy? And Kyle's like, oh, yeah, that's my roommate. And then Gwen's like, okay, whatever. She walks off, but then Kyle's like, oh, he's gay, by the way. And Gwen just turns around and was like, he's what? He's what? Hi! Like, bitch. So she's just all into fucking Caleb immediately after like Kyle tells him that he's gay. Then Mark comes around and Kyle just like, oh my god, Mark. And Mark's just like, okay, whatever, I don't fuck with you. But yeah, so, oh, and Kyle is in love with Mark. Crazy, already convoluted. But anyway, so after all four of them meet, Kyle and Caleb come up with a plan. So let me just read it. So the initial plan that Kyle and Caleb came up with is that Caleb is going to pretend to be gay and date Mark, so that Mark can spend more time at their house, so that Kyle can like make Mark fall in love with him, and then also Gwen can come over so Gwen can fall in love with Caleb. And then Caleb is gonna tell the truth, and then it's all gonna be like, you know, sorted out. And then also a little sprinkle on top is gonna make Tiffany jealous. The girl that we first mentioned is gonna make Tiffany jealous because they live next door to Mark and Gwen. So it's just like a very, let's get the person we're into, but opposite, and also get revenge on my ex. So that's the plan. Horrible plan, but let's see where it goes. Okay. So Mark asks Caleb out. He says yes, and he's like committed to being like trying to be gay. So Caleb goes to Mark and Gwen's house, and then while Mark is getting ready, Gwen tries to seduce Caleb. Now Caleb is straight, right? So he's like super into it. He's like, oh my god, yeah, like this is what I'm trying to do. And then Gwen's like has a realization like, oh, he might be straight. So like she's like, oh my god, like this is actually kind of working. But then Mark interrupts the whole thing, right? And then before Mark and Caleb leave, Gwen's like, oh my god, can you guys like kiss? Because it would so turn me on if y'all just like kissed. And then they kiss, and it's like, is Caleb straight? Like, cause he's too committed. He's too committed to the shit. They like make out and everything. So then Caleb and Mark go on their date. They go to a barbecue. It's fine. Caleb is a little nervous because like he's around like a lot of gay folk, and it's very camp, and they're playing piano and they're making gay jokes, and he's just like, oh. So so he's just like, he's trying to commit, but it's like kind of hard for him. So then after the date, they go back to the house, and Caleb is expecting Gwen to be there so he can like, you know, keep talking to Gwen and trying to like, you know, get in them jeans. But then Mark tells Gwen to stay away because he's trying to fuck Caleb. I hope y'all following. So Caleb and Mark are at the house alone, and they also rent a videotape before they come to the house. And when they was at the video store, they both talked to their roommates, and like Mark and Gwen was like, yo, I'm trying to get it in. Gwen, stay the fuck away. And then Caleb's talking to Kyle, and Kyle's telling him like, yo, he's trying to fuck you. Get the fuck out of there. But then everyone's just like, Caleb is just like, no, we not gonna fuck. It's like, I'm straight, remember? And Kyle's like, okay. And then Mark's like, I'm gonna fuck him tonight. Like, stay away from the house. So they get there, Gwen's not there, and they actually watch the full videotape. They do not have sex, even though Mark is like dropping major fucking hints that he wants to fuck. Like, he wants to get it in, but it doesn't happen. So that's when Caleb's about to leave, and Mark's just like, oh man, I'm like, damn. But then Gwen calls, and then Gwen is talking to Mark mad because like, why didn't you call me back? Because like, y'all not gonna hook up, so like, what the fuck? And then Mark's just like, oh, well, he's not into it. And Gwen gets the idea like, oh, let me talk to him. Let me try to get the balls rolling here. So Gwen talks to Caleb on the phone, and that's where we get, like, literally to me, the best scene of the movie. This shit is hot as fuck. So earmuffs if you can't handle it. So Gwen is talking to Caleb on the phone, and she is like having full-on phone sex with him, and just like, yo, relax, like, it's chill, like, just listen to my voice, like, I'm all like fucking hot and bothered over here. And then Caleb's like, oh fuck yeah, like, oh, I'm hot and bothered too. So they're having like full-on phone sex, and then Mark's just looking at them like, ooh, I'm into that. So then Mark touches Caleb while like Caleb's like distracted on the phone, and then Caleb like freaks the fuck out because he is straight. And Gwen's like, yo, hey, relax, okay? Like, it's gonna be fine, okay? I'm here on the phone, you know, it's cool, calm down. So then he's like, okay, I'll be calm. So like, they get back into it, and then Gwen's telling him like, yo, let Mark like massage your fucking shoulders. So he lets him massage his shoulders, and then Mark like goes like a little down, was like, oh, he's like touching on my chest now. And she's like, you like that? And he was like, yeah. And then Mark starts touching it, like kissing on like Caleb's neck and shit, and like licking down his stomach and all that. He's like, oh fuck, he doing all this shit to me. And then Gwen's like, oh, you like that shit, huh? And he's just like, hell yeah. So then then it gets even worse when Gwen's like unbutton your pants, and then he's like, okay. So he unbuttons his pants, and then Mark starts sucking his dick. I was like, oh shit. So it's just going down. So Mark starts sloppy topping his fucking dick, and he comes, and it's just like fucking, and then Gwen comes, and just like, oh god. And then Mark just like, oh fuck, that was hot. So then when he takes his clothes off, he starts masturbating, and then he comes, and just like, holy shit. So basically they've had like a indirect threesome by this point. So and then it's also getting like really late at night. So, and Kyle's just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, where is these motherfuckers? Where is this motherfucker? So Caleb leaves like feeling like shit because he just hooked up with Kyle's crush. So while driving back, Gwen is also driving back to the house, and Caleb and Gwen cross paths, and they're like, oh hey. And then Gwen's like, they like get on the side of the road, and like they start talking, and Gwen's like, oh my gosh, how was it? And he was like, oh, it was, I don't know. And then she was like, you're still hard, are you? And he was like, what? No. And then Gwen like feels it. He's like, you are fucking hard. So then Gwen and Caleb fuck in the car on the side of the road. Oh my gosh, this movie is just bonkers. Like, when I saw that shit, I was like, oh, everybody's just fucking everybody now. So then Caleb comes home late at night, and then Kyle just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what happened? He was like, I don't want to talk about it. So like Caleb just like passes out because he just feels so guilty and like confused and all that shit. So the next morning, Kyle tries to wake Caleb up, and he wakes up, and then right at that moment, Mark leaves a voicemail saying, oh my gosh, I had like a lot of fun tonight, the date was great, and I can't wait to see you again and all that shit. Which Kyle listens to, and he's just like, oh, you fucked him. Because ain't no way he's gonna call you like that unless, one, he really fucking likes you, and two, y'all fucked and he wants more. So Kyle is upset. He runs off like all boo-hooing and shit. Then Caleb tries to comfort Kyle. He's like, hey, look, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. And he was like, I'm just like, I just feel so bad. And if I even was gay, it would be with you and not him. So that prompts Kyle to kiss Caleb. Oh my gosh. And that just makes shit more fucking toxic and confusing. It's just like, what the fuck? So then Caleb's like, okay, I'm gonna invite them to dinner and I'm gonna tell the truth and I'm gonna settle this. We're gonna settle this and it's gonna be fucking settled and over with so we can get this whole situation out the fucking way. And Kyle was like, okay, we'll see about that. So at dinner that night, Kyle is cooking and then he tells Caleb like, I also invited some guests too. He was like, what the fuck? Like, why? Caleb's just like, why did you invite other people? Like, no, this is supposed to be like a serious, like, sit down. And he was like, you'll see, I have a plan. So he's like, what the fuck? And right at that moment, Gwen and Mark come to dinner and they start eating and stuff. And then right when they're like almost done eating and Caleb is about to tell the truth, there's another fucking ring at the door. Well, they're about to eat, but then there's another like guest at the door. And guess who the fuck it is? It's fucking Caleb's parents and sister. Kyle invited Caleb's parents and sister to the dinner because he comes up with the story that Caleb hasn't come out yet because, you know, he's still gay. So he hasn't come out yet. So we're gonna pretend that he's straight. We're gonna pretend that he's straight so that, you know, he doesn't get outed by his parents without being ready to come out. So they switch dates so that Mark could be Kyle's date and Caleb could be Gwen's date so they can pretend for their parents. Child, Kyle is a fucking manipulative motherfucker for that shit. Anyway, so they go along with it for a little while, but then Gwen gets fed up with it because, you know, she's like, she literally helps gay guys come out all the time. So Gwen, oh, and also, wait, hold up. Before even that, guess who also comes to the fucking, to the dinner? Fucking Tiffany, out of nowhere. Nobody invited her. Nobody messaged her or anything about this fucking dinner. So she just literally comes to the house randomly just to fuck, like, she comes to the house to try to turn Caleb straight because Caleb told her that she turned him gay to get revenge on her. Oh my gosh. So she comes in the motherfucker like, what's good, with a whole dildo and everything. I was like, oh my god, this is why she's my favorite character out of the whole series, because she's just a fucking crazy bitch. So after Tiffany comes up, Gwen just like, fuck it, I am going to be the person to out you. So Gwen tells the family like, yo, Caleb gay. And then the whole family is just like, oh my gosh, like, we support you, we love you, we're so sorry that we try to force you to be straight if that was the case and all that. And like everybody, including Tiffany, Gwen, Mark, Kyle, everybody just has a group hug and it's a kumbaya moment and just like, we still accept you for who you are. And like, oh my gosh. And then like there's a lot of fucking gay jokes here and there from the sister. She's like a fucking crazy bitch, but it's whatever. So after dinner, when the parents leave, Gwen knows damn well that Kyle did that fucking messy shit because nobody else would invite, you know, Kayla's parents to like a serious dinner like that with the four of them. So Gwen just rips into Kyle. It's like, cause she knows that he did that to get with Mark. So fucking Gwen just like, look bitch, you are never going to be with Mark. Mark don't want your ass. He don't want you. He wants Caleb. Get the fuck out of here. You're shit. You're fucking shit. You're garbage. Like basically, she didn't even say that exactly, but she basically fucking did. And Kyle is boohoo, runs to his room, and then Caleb just like, hey, you didn't have to do all that. Like that was really harsh. And then Gwen's like, what the fuck? Like, hello, y'all are dating. Like, you don't like this? You sound fucking straight. And then, oh my gosh, Caleb basically is like, I am straight, which pisses off Gwen, slaps him and everything. So she puts into perspective, she says this iconic line, you pretended to be gay, you fucked my best friend, and came out to your parents just to get with me? And Caleb just like, yeah. And then it also slips that Gwen and Caleb fuck in front of Mark, and Mark's just like, wait, y'all fucked? Y'all had sex? Like, what? So all this shit blows up. And you know what happens? You know what fucking happens? Gwen is just like, oh my god, that is so sweet. Thank you. And like runs to fucking Caleb. And then Caleb just like, oh, Mark, you should go talk to Kyle. He's a really nice guy. You should be with him. And then Mark goes to Kyle's room. Okay, Mark, this is crazy. Mark goes to Kyle's room and tells Kyle that he purposely been treating him like an asshole so that Kyle can want him more. And then Kyle's just like, damn, that's just a shitty thing to do. But let's still like be together. Let's just have sex. And then they proceed to make out. Then Gwen and Caleb watch them make out, and Gwen's like, ooh, I'm turned on. And Caleb's just like, what the fuck? And then they make out, and like, that's the end of the movie. What? So many problems with that. So many problems with that ending. Oh my gosh, I think to me, that was like literally one of the worst endings like ever. Like there's so much that just happened at the end, at the last like 5 minutes of the movie, and like it just gets resolved with everybody just making out. And then there's an end credit sequence of like Mark and Kyle still making out, and like it alluded to them like they had sex. But yeah, that's the end of the movie. just everybody just makes out and everybody gets with the people that they want to get with. So we're not gonna discuss Caleb coming out to the parents. We're not gonna touch on that. We're not gonna touch on Tiffany coming out of nowhere. Where the fuck did she come from to the dinner? We're not gonna touch that Caleb had sex with Gwen's best friend and then right after had sex with Gwen. So Gwen got the sloppy seconds of Mark. And then Kyle being the manipulative motherfucker who initiated this whole plan because he was the one that told Gwen that Caleb was gay. Caleb didn't even think he was gonna go along with the plan. Like, he was just joking. He was like, oh yeah, it'll be crazy if like I was pretend to be gay, right? And then Kyle was like, okay, let's do that. And then Caleb was like, wait, what? And then when he did that, he was starting to get the attention of Gwen, and then he just went along with it. And also, Caleb's sexuality. Is he bi? Is he gay? Is he straight? We really don't know. I think he's bi, but just so many unresolved shit that just didn't get resolved. So, yeah, that was like one of the first gay movies I ever saw. I thought this movie, the best description to this movie is that, you know where in porn, they like sort of try to come up with a plot of to why they're having sex. It's like that, but like a full movie. Like there's no like hardcore sex scenes in porn, you know? Like it's just a lot of like porn plot. And I kind of love it. I loved it. And then it spawned like 4 other sequels, which like to me, it got way better. But yeah, it's just something about this first one that always gets me. It's like, yeah, I love it. So that is my review of Eating Out. I honestly will give it like a 2.5. I only deduct so many points because the acting is not that great, especially Caleb's acting. Oh my gosh. Caleb has like the worst acting in this fucking movie. I don't know who hired him. He's fine, but like I don't know who like fine isn't like, you know, attractive, but I don't know who hired him, but damn, he cannot act for shit. He is the definition of like a porn actor. He can only do so much. And then he's like really good at like the actual porn stuff. So, and he's the main character. Anyway. So acting, minus a point. Plot, too many holes in it, minus a point. And then also, just like Gwen, it's just like, you really like, I don't know. Just Gwen is also a minus point because she just went along with too much shit. A lot of shit was happening and she just went along with it. Like, that is one freaky bitch. And like, I don't know. I don't know. And then Kyle being a manipulative motherfucker, and then Mark just going along with all the shit. Like, it's like, ugh. Too many convenient character traits, you know? Like, too many characters just like going along with the shit, and like, even though there should be consequences, you know? So that's why I give it a 2.5, because I still love the plot. It's so messy. I just love drama. I just love watching drama. But yeah, I give it 2.5 stars. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. And yeah, I recommend it. So if you want to see some like fucking gay drama shit, go watch it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that great stuff. It really helps my channel out. More gay movie reviews coming this month, so get ready for it. And yeah, I will see you next week. All right, happy Pride, bye.